is to wave your hand first and then turn me on. Who knows what I'm talking about up here? But you guys are just a bunch of love, so you don't care, right?
Right.
Yeah. It's probably me cursing out my garage door, which has locked my car in there for now, so.
Oh, no.
I know. So I got to be dropped off like a little kid today. Can you pick me up at 1? Okay, we'll hope for the best there. So welcome. Welcome everyone. Thank you for making time to be with us today at Unity in Naperville. I am Kitty Benson, the minister here at Unity. We have our band, Highest Good, with us. Look. And one of the biggest treats that you'll ever have here on a Sunday morning is our loving Denise Rosier, who's come to sing. She's got lots of great music for us and a wonderful message, too. So I get to just sit and soak it up right now, which is a good thing based on where I'm at in life. Yeah, so what we want to do this morning to begin with is just allow the music that you're going to hear, beautiful music, to touch your hearts, open your thoughts to divine ideas. Listen to the words that you're singing, even if you've sung them a million times, and let it just sink in, and then we'll take it with us this week to apply to our lives, okay? So feel free to stand as you're able, stay seated, whatever's comfortable for you. Let's sing. We'll have the words online for you, too.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Are you excited to be here? Yeah, me too. Denise is singing this morning too. Here we go, join us. I am not a drop in the ocean. I am all the ocean in a drop. I am not a drop in the ocean. I am all the ocean in a drop. And God and I are one. This drop is the ocean. Let's sing that verse again. I am not a drop in the ocean. I am all the ocean in a drop. I am not a drop in the ocean. I am all the ocean in a drop. And God and I are one. This drop is the ocean. Oh, 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 ocean. Oh, 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 this drop is the ocean. Back to that verse. I am not a drop. I am not a drop in the ocean. I am all the ocean in a drop. I am not a drop in the ocean. I am all the ocean in a drop. And God and I are one. This drop is the ocean. Ocean. Oh, 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 ocean. Oh, 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 this drop is the ocean. Oh, oh, do you feel your wave? Do the wave, do the wave. Oh, yeah, you are all of it and more, my friends. Seriously, if we literally look at the ocean, we see God and we see ourselves. You can look at a mountain and see divine and see yourself. God everywhere. Oh, God, you are all. God, you are every mountain. God, you are every ocean. God, you are every every canyon, every inch of earth and sky. And God, you are every morning. God, you are every midnight. God, you are every moment, every second of my life. And everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. And God, you are every sunrise. God, you are every moon glow. God, you are every star shine, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every springtime. God, you are every snowfall. God, you are every season, every second of my life. Oh, and everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you.
Every day, from the moment we wake up till the moment we go to sleep, and then even in our dream time, that divine life and wisdom and love pours through our being. So grateful that all we are is God. So it is. Now we let it be. Amen. Will you help me speak our invocation? The words are here on the screen. Together. There's only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. Thank you. You may be seated.
Goodness to come in. I am ready to receive. I allow goodness to come in. I believe, I believe, I believe. I allow love into my life. I am ready to receive. I allow love into my life. I believe, I believe, I believe. Welcome, hope and faith. surrender in my soul. I let go, I let go, I let go. Welcome hope and face. Welcome love and ways. Welcome hope and faith. Welcome love and ways. I allow goodness to come in. I am ready to receive. I allow goodness to come in. I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe. I believe, I believe, I believe. One more time. And I believe, I believe, I believe. Thank you, highest God. And thank you, member for the day, highest good Denise. Honorary highest good. You know, Denise has been with us a couple times, I think so. But for some of you, and maybe the first time, who's going to hear Denise for the first? Oh, wow, that's a lot of you. I'm excited for you. I honestly am. When I first heard Denise, my heart just melted as I was sitting there. There's something about that voice. I know, she's like, please, please. But there's something about that voice, but beyond just the voice, there's something about the heart that comes forth through that voice in what she sings. And people recognize this, and I know hearts open wherever she goes. You know, she's been recognized as far as being a songwriter. She's an award-winning songwriter. She's won however many posies this last year. And this last year, she received the Grace Note Award. That's a Lifetime Achievement Award from Empower Music and Arts for all that she has done. And you know, a big part of that has been that she's been this incredible bridge between contemporary Christian music and New Thought music. A beautiful bridge, so much so that for the Independent Music Awards, she was nominated as a New Thought artist in the contemporary Christian category. That was just amazing. What a bridge! She's got a lot of albums out. I think a fifth one is in the works. I'm told it may be February, maybe. So we're going to all wait for that. But right now, we don't have to wait any further to hear her beautiful voice and to hear what you're bringing this morning. Please join me in welcoming Denise Rosier. There you go.
Oh my God, I'm one of those people. Is this thing on? Right now, before I get started, I'm going to invite you to sing a song with me. It's a very simple song, and I have the pleasure of having Mark accompany me. So I'm going to sing it through, and just feel free to jump in as we get through it. I live and breathe love. holy and divine. I live and breathe love, and its life is mine. It's the power that makes me whole. It's the joy that moves my soul. I live and breathe love. Let's sing that together. I live and breathe love. I live and breathe love, holy and divine. I live and breathe love, and its life is mine. It's the power that makes me, it's the power that makes me whole. It's the joy. It's the joy that moves my soul. I live and breathe love. I live and breathe love. You know, usually, I'm going to move this. Usually when I do music and messages, what I like about doing them is when artists typically do a music and message, they will give the message and then they'll kind of weave their songs in and around it. But that's what I do during my concerts. So if you come later and come to the concert, you're going to get all the stories behind the songs. What I love is being able to give these messages, because when I do a concert, I don't ever get a chance to get to know you. And you don't really get a chance to get to know me. We don't get to have a conversation just on the side. And so these messages are kind of an opportunity for me to tell you something that I've learned, some anecdote about my life or some lesson that I learned. If you were here for the first time I was here, I did a lesson about courage, what I learned about courage, and that was this tightrope walker that crossed Niagara Falls. And the second time I was here, I did a message about my mom's Yorkshire Terriers, and that was the Muffin and Lucy message about gratitude. And so today, what I want to do is I want to share with you a lesson that I learned about reassurance. Reassurance that the universe really is always conspiring for our good, that God is always for us and never against us, even when it feels like nothing is working for us. And so this is just kind of a chance for me to talk to you as if we were friends, just hanging out. And you know when your friend just goes, oh my God, you would not believe what happened. And here is the story. Here's what I went through. Here is what I learned. And you leave going, wow, okay, well, you know what, the next time that happens to me, I'm going to try that. Or, wow, that was really interesting. So that is my time with you here. And I can't believe that it's been 4 years since I was here before. That is crazy. So much has happened. I can tell you that I became a trail runner, and I got curly hair. In fact, Cindy and I were just talking about how we just made this little quip between us earlier this morning about how people always say how you start to look like your spouse. Spouses start to look like each other. I am not kidding you. My hair has been poker straight my entire life, down to my waist, because I was doing hula for a while, so I had this long, dark hair. In May of 2022, I woke up, and it was the strangest thing. I thought, I think I have curly hair now. It was just that weird. And I took a shower and I styled my hair, and sure enough, Christy's hair is contagious. I got it from her. So it is just, I consider it such a pleasure and just such a, I can't think of, you get curly hair from hormones, you also can't remember stuff. But it is such a privilege to be standing on this stage where Reverend Kitty speaks every Sunday morning, and I get a chance to be here to be with you, so thank you, Reverend Kitty. I really appreciate this time. I live and breathe love. The thing is, why do we live and breathe love? Because we are love. And why are we love? Because God is love. I think that if you follow the scriptures, 1 John 4:8 sums it up just perfectly. And that is, anyone who does not love does not know God, because God is love. We live and breathe love. We live and breathe God. We live and breathe, actually, the very essence of the great force of love that underlies all of existence. So how powerful is that? And whenever I write a song, especially a song that's meant to be sung by congregations, I have to answer two questions. The first question is, what does the song mean? And we just defined that very clearly, what I live and breathe love means. The second question that I have to answer is way more personal. It could be a little bit harder to answer, and that is, what do I mean? What do I mean when I sing the words of this song? What do I mean when I look in the mirror and I say, I live and breathe love? And so what I want to do right now is I want to invite you to ask yourself that question. What do you mean when you say, I live and breathe love? In fact, that's going to be our affirmation this morning, is I live and breathe love. So let's say that together. I live and breathe love. Let's do it one more time and live it and breathe it together. I live and breathe love. And if you take a second to ask yourself that question, you take a second to answer it, but not in some quick, canned, new thoughty kind of way. What do you mean? If you say it in your own words, that you live and breathe love. And the beauty of that is every single one of you will have an answer that is unique to you. And I want you to hang on to that point for the rest of this talk. Your answer is unique to you. So I live and breathe love. The universe is always conspiring for my best and my highest good. God is always for me. And don't we just know that so perfectly when everything is going our way, when everything is firing on all cylinders, right? We are walking in clarity and purpose. We're sitting there at Starbucks with our concoction that we made up ourselves, just gazing out the window, visioning. We are like the fountains of great advice and encouragement to our friends and our coworkers, and we post those inspirational memes on Instagram. We're so good at it. But what happens when things start to go off the rails a little bit? What happens when things aren't going as planned, or at least according to the plan as we understood it? We thought we were so clear about the path that we were on, and then we woke up and we were in uncharted territory. We thought we were totally on the right track, and we looked down and we ran out of track. And who do we talk to when that fountain of blessings feels like it has dried up a little bit? And we're like, man, When was the last time I felt blessed? What happens then? Are we no longer living and breathing love? Is God no longer living and breathing us? Of course not. But I can tell you from experience, and I will tell you more about this, how quickly I could go from feeling like the beloved one of God to feeling like the one who wants answers, right? When COVID shut down, so this was like a few years ago, during that whole COVID shutdown, it pulled the rug out from under me professionally, and it knocked the wind out of me emotionally. I had waited my entire life to pursue music full time, and I quit my corporate job to do it. And I devoted my time 5,000% to writing songs and touring and, working in music ministry, which was I thought was surely my calling. And then overnight, it just vanished. And while I was pretty busy, from the outside it looked like I was super busy live streaming and doing video. What people could not see or did not see was behind the scenes, the days that I could not get out of bed and the days that I could not stop crying. And usually, every single day of my life, my head is full of songs. It's so loud in there. Lyrics and music and arrangements and rearrangements and rewrites. It is just a constant. And for 2 years, my head was silent. And I was on a long, slow, painful slide into a major depressive episode. And I woke up and I thought, where is God in this? I feel completely and utterly abandoned. I thought God and I were like this. And now it seems like God and I are like this. And I am so mad I want to talk to the manager. But the truth is, we are always like this with God. The universe always has our back. But sometimes circumstances arise where we need to be able to find some sort of evidence that the universe is on our side, that God's got our back, when it seems like we can't really see the proof of it anywhere. And so what I want to share with you this morning is what I learned about that whole process. And the first thing that I realized was that divine love and support isn't only in these double rainbows and shooting stars and big wins and incredible opportunities. That's not the only way that it shows up. Those things are the things that we can look straight ahead and see so obviously, right? We look straight ahead, we see it, we recognize it, we give thanks for it, and we affirm that God is for us. But actually, all things working for our good is all the things, all the time. And in order to see that, we need more than just a straight ahead view at the good things and the positive things. We need a 360-degree view to catch all the things. And so this is one of the ways that we do it. There was a ministerial student, Cheryl, who was very, very early in her studies. And one day she encountered a woman at a bus stop who had a seizure. and she fell down and she cracked her head open. And so Cheryl called the paramedics and accompanied the woman to the hospital. And the woman didn't have any family. And so Cheryl hung out with her, and she ministered to her. She prayed with her. And then the woman passed away. And that was devastating to this young ministerial student. It was so devastating that she actually called her mentors and her teachers to come and kind of get her through it. So one day, Cheryl's reading this magazine, and it's telling this story about these missionaries that are doing all of this great work out into the world. And the article said, and we could see the hand of God at work. And Cheryl said she took that magazine and she just threw it down and went for a walk. She was so mad. And as she went for this walk, she thought, God, you know, I don't know what's wrong. I've done everything I'm supposed to do. I've been faithful. I followed my call. How come I don't see the hand of God at work? And she said, as she kept walking, Spirit spoke to her heart and said, if you can't see the hand of God, it doesn't mean it's not working. Sometimes you have to look for the fingerprints. And I thought about that, and I got two things out of it. One is that fingerprints is what we use, right, in forensics to look for evidence that somebody was there. And if you ever need proof of that, all you need is a sliding glass door and a toddler. Right? Fingerprints are the clues that get left behind. And the other thing is I thought about how a fingerprint is unique. It's a unique identifier. Every single one of us has a unique fingerprint. And in that way, our blessings flow to us in a unique way that's unique to us. Something that I may say was a great blessing in my life or some incredible thing that happened this week is probably not going to be the same thing that you report as some great blessing in your life. The lessons that we learn and the way that we need to learn them are not the same. They're unique to every single one of us. And the divine expresses through us, through our unique gifts and abilities. So everyone is as unique as a fingerprint. So what are these clues? What are these fingerprints that get left behind for us in our life that shows us that the divine is in support of us? One of those things that I discovered is hindsight. So we all know the incredible story of unanswered prayers, right? We're in high school, and we're like, man, if I could just be with that person, I'd be so happy. And it never happens. It doesn't happen. So what do? We have it in our hearts, and we carry that torch for 25 years. We carry this torch right into our high school reunion. And we see that person, and we go, oh, wow, bullet dodged. Right? Or we have those times when there was like this incredible opportunity or this promotion that we really, really, really wanted, and we didn't get it. And what we didn't see or didn't know at the time was there was this better opportunity down the road or around the corner that we only knew in looking back that, gosh, if I would have taken that, I wouldn't have been doing this right now. So those are the times when we can notice things as a fingerprint that gets left in our lives. But we have to be far enough down the road in order to look back and realize that God was at work the whole time. The other way that happens is in preparation, and it's a little bit like hindsight, but you notice it kind of like at the time that it happens. And one of the cool stories is David and Goliath. And if you are familiar with the scriptures and the story of David and Goliath is usually used as this story, whether it is for corporate team building or in commercials or whatever. It's usually the little guy or the underdog that overcomes. The best part of the David and Goliath story actually happens before Goliath and David fight. And Goliath, if you're not familiar with the story, Goliath is this big, giant Philistine that comes to town. David is a shepherd boy, and he watches over his father's sheep. And the story that he tells is one day, he's out there watching his sheep, and a lion comes by, takes one of the sheep in his mouth. And David says, and I struck it, and I saved the sheep. Then another time, a bear comes by, and he comes to get his sheep. And David says, and I struck it, and I saved the sheep. Now, at this point, if I were David, I would have stopped being a shepherd. Because I would not have realized how, I never thought it was that dangerous. I thought you just watch the sheep. Sheep are cute, right? And you just sit in a meadow and it's awesome. But if all of this happened, I would have been like, I don't know. There's got to be other things than shepherding. But David didn't do that. He kept doing that job faithfully. One day, Goliath comes to town. And again, he's this Philistine. And he says, which one of you are going to fight me? Because here's what's going to happen, you guys. And I'm paraphrasing the Bible. If this person that fights me defeats me, then we will become your subjects. But if I kill him, then all of you become my subjects. And everybody was frightened because, you know, Goliath is this like MMA kind of fighter. And so nobody wants to volunteer. David says, I'll do it. And he's this little teenage shepherd boy. So the day comes. And Goliath comes, and he's dressed in his armor. You know, he's got that, like, I don't know what that metal head thing is, and his sword. And he's got the metal skirt and his shin guards. And David's just got himself and his slingshot. And King Saul comes out, and he says, David, what makes you think you can do this? What makes you think you can defeat, maybe both. Defeat Goliath. And David says to Saul, I've been a shepherd. When a lion or a bear came and carried off a sheep from the flock, I went after it, struck it, and rescued the sheep from its mouth. When it turned on me, I seized it by its hair, and I struck it, and I killed it. I took on a lion and a bear. This guy is going down just like they did. Essentially, what he said was, God has prepared me for this day. Sometimes, when it seems like life is hard, life is preparing us to be used in ways that we could not have foreseen at the time. Sometimes life is refining us, and whatever we're experiencing is actually transformative. Sometimes a change in path is simply a bridge to something greater. But all the time, God is present in every part of our lives. And for me, it was it was a lot of healing that had to happen, and a lot of time had to go by until I could look back and see what was transforming in my life, what good was going to come out of it. And they're in little things, right? For me, I started running because I had to clear my head. I was in such a horrible depression. I had to get away from all of my thoughts. And so I started running. And it actually improved my health. It actually improved my lung capacity, and I became a better singer. It actually deepened the songs that I started writing. They were different. They just felt different. They were both healing, but I think that, and I don't know, in some way they're just relatable in a way that they weren't before. But I couldn't have known those things at the time. I couldn't have known all the changes that were going to take place. All of the work that I had to do to climb out of this hole I was in actually ended up correcting a lot of other issues that I didn't realize I had. So there are going to be times when no amount of meditation or affirmations are going to make us feel better or are going to make us feel hopeful. What I want to do is I want to encourage you that God is always for us, that the universe is always conspiring in our favor. And whenever you feel like you need to be reminded of that, I encourage you to, let's go to the next slide, to look at your fingers, look at your fingertips, and just ask yourself, how am I being supported right now? In that way that is unique to me. What work is being done right now to prepare me for something greater? And when I look through God's eyes, what evidence do I see of divine power at work to reassure me right here and right now? Sometimes we're going to be holding on to those fingerprints by our fingernails. But if the hand of God isn't obvious, it doesn't mean that it isn't working. Sometimes we just have to look for the fingerprints. What I'm going to do right now is, before we go into meditation, I'm going to sing a song for you. It was after all the songs turned back on in my head, this was the first song that I wrote after everything came back. At a crossroad, holding a heavy load, no clear way to turn. Life at a red light, soul in a dark night, wondering where you were. Your eyes were always on me. Your eyes were always on me. Everywhere your love surrounds me, your goodness has no boundaries. Everywhere I am is where you are. After all, it's you who made me. I am precious to you always. has gone too far. Your love surrounds me. Lifeline for a lifetime. You called out my name, filling the silence with your holiness. I'll never lose my way. I will always hear you. I will always hear you. Everywhere your love surrounds me, your goodness has no boundaries. Everywhere I am is where you are. After all, it's you who made me. I am precious to you always. There is no such place as gone too far. Your love surrounds me. You are more than words could ever say. Greater than my songs of praise. You're amazing, you're amazing, you're amazing. So amazing. Everywhere your love surrounds me, your goodness has no boundaries. Everywhere I am is where you are. After all, it's you who made me. I am precious to you always. There is no such place as gone too far. Your love surrounds me. Your love surrounds me. Your love surrounds me. Everywhere your love surrounds me, your goodness has no boundaries. Everywhere I am is where you are. And so it is. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And right now, what I want to do is I want to go into a time of meditation. So I just want to invite you to close your eyes and get comfortable. And take a deep breath and release it. Let's take another deep breath and release it. Now just take a moment to feel yourself supported by this chair beneath you, this floor beneath your feet, by these walls that surround you and enfold you in this beloved community, all living and breathing love. You are living and breathing God. God is living and breathing you. Feel yourself supported by the sound of my voice that knows only good and love for you. And listen as Spirit is there speaking words of love to you. And I want you to imagine yourself walking up to a pane of glass. And there in its reflection, it's reflecting all of the blessings and all of the moments in your life where you felt loved, cherished. All of the times when you felt powerful, it's being reflected right back to you. Those are your unique moments. They're real. And there they are, right there in front of you. When you laughed, when you felt cared for, and as you stand there watching all of these reflections in the mirror, now it's showing you the moments when you were surprised at how brave you could be. When some difficult time made you stronger, when someone told you you were on their mind, and so they reached out. I want you to spend a little bit of time watching those reflections play through like a video or a film of your lifetime. All of this goodness. You were never alone. You figured something out. You made it through a hard time. You were victorious. You were joyful. You were celebrated. When you're done, I want you to, in your heart, express gratitude for those reflections and just step away from the glass. And notice that the glass is covered with fingerprints. Fingerprints as unique as your very own. Every blessing, every lesson, every road past and present is uniquely yours, exactly as you need it. And it's all perfectly designed for you because you are seen and you are known and you are called beloved by God. Everywhere love surrounds you. And whenever you need to be reminded, you know that you can just look at your own fingertips. Or you could close your eyes and look back at that pane of glass and be reminded. And we're going to take just a little bit of time in the silence right now. And I'm going to sing this song. And I want you to feel welcome to just stay right where you are and just hold these words in your heart and know them as the truth of you. And whenever you're ready, you're welcome to join me, or you're welcome to just stay in this space holding space with these lyrics. I live and breathe love, holy and divine. I live and breathe love, and its life is mine. It's the power that makes me whole. It's the joy that moves my soul. Oh. I live and breathe love. I live and breathe love, holy and divine. I live and breathe love, and its life is mine. It's the power that makes me whole. It's the joy that moves my soul. I live and breathe love.
So let's just take a moment to stay in this centered place, to feel the presence that is everywhere and within, that is the very essence of our being. And we know this in our heart of hearts. I am the love of God expressing. I see the love in all beings. I desire the good for all beings. I am the good for all beings. I give the love to all beings. God's love is my love. And as I hold this love in my heart now, it stretches out around this planet, causing all things to work together for good, for all beings. And so it is. Amen. Thank you, Denise. Mm-hmm. So, feeling that love and that gratitude for the good of God that is flowing through us now, I'm going to invite you to be an expression of that love with your tithes and love offerings. If you're watching online, we give you an opportunity to do that by going to our website at unityinnaperville.org. Use the donate button there, or if you'd like to mail checks, you can send that to our P.O. Box 9733 in Naperville, and the zip is 60567. This is a chance, if you've never given to Unity, this is a good time. This is a good time to start a new habit. If this ministry, if these beautiful hearts that come up here and minister to you every week are serving you and lifting you and guiding you towards your highest self, and you'd like that to continue, this is your opportunity to make sure that it does. And we're deeply grateful to each of you who make this one of your sources that you give into and express good through. So let's do this with love. This is one of my favorite things in the service, is to remind ourselves what our giving is about. The words are up here on the screen. Let's bless it together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am grateful. Thank you. Ushers, will you come?
All that I have is blessed. All that I give is blessed. All that I am is blessed, blessed. All that I have is enough. All that I give is enough. All that I am is enough. Blessed, thankful, so thankful, thankful. I am thankful. All that I have is blessed. All that I give is blessed. All that I am is blessed, blessed. All that I have is enough. All that I give is enough. All that I am is enough. Blessed. I am so thankful. Thankful, so thankful. Thankful, I am thankful. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed.
Feels good, yeah? Feel that blessed? That feels good. I just want to share a few things that are going on here at Unity in the next several days. And first, I just want to welcome, if you're here for the first time to Unity in Naperville, we're so grateful to have you join us. And we'd love to keep in touch with you, so if you'd like to fill out a registration card in the front room by the door, it's an orange card, and leave it at the info table by the windows with Susan, then we'll put you on our email list and you can get a weekly newsletter that'll tell you about all the upcoming events. If you're watching online, you can just go to our website to do that, unityinnaperville.org. Go to the homepage, scroll down for the email list, and sign up there. I really want to encourage you to stay if you can to see this fantastic concert that's coming up next with Denise. And we'll have a light lunch. If you're here in the room, there's a light lunch that'll be served between time. If you haven't gotten your ticket yet, again, head to the windows and the information table, and Susan will help you get a ticket for that. And good news, if you're watching online, we are allowing viewers on Zoom today. So if you haven't gotten your Zoom link yet, then you can send me an email. I'll be watching my email, revkitty@unityinnaperville.org. And if you haven't purchased your ticket yet, go to our website, unityinnaperville.org, to buy your ticket, and then we will send you the Zoom link to get in. We'll start around 12:30, I think? Okay. Great. All right, here's what else is going on. Monday Morning Metaphysics is tomorrow at 10:30 online. Everything is on our event calendar with the access information. Our grief support group meets monthly. That's tomorrow night at 7 o'clock online. My Super Beings class is going on this week. It sounds like Super Beans, but it's actually Beings. Tuesday at 7 online, so check the website on how to be part of that. Our Crafters Circle is meeting this Friday at 6:30 p.m. here in the building only. Our Energy of Spirit group meets again this Saturday at 10 a.m. here in the building. We'd like you to pre-register for that, please, on our website. Our Aging with Spirit group is meeting Saturday, November 18th, here and on Zoom at 10 a.m. And if you'd register in advance, that would help us a lot. Just want to mention, we actually have a lawyer coming in to talk to us about end-of-life documents that you might want to learn about. And big important news is next Sunday is our town hall meeting, and we have some very exciting information to share with you. So if you can all please come back in the room. If you've been watching online but you live here locally, please come to the building and join us. And if there's just no way you can get here, we'll make it available on Zoom. So just check the website for the Zoom link. Next Sunday, it'll start around noonish. We'll have hearty refreshments so no one will starve to death after the service. And just really hope that you will all make time for that. So next Sunday. Do we have a prayer chaplain here that's going to stand? Okay, thank you. Steve's our prayer chaplain today. He'll meet you in the meditation room. If you would like one-on-one prayer, that's right around the corner here as you go out the door. And if you want to prayer online or on the phone, then email prayer@unityinnaperville.org with your name and your phone number, and we'll get back to you by 1 o'clock today. I know that Denise has some awesome music available out in the front room, so stop by the table sometime before or during, or not during, but after the concert, and grab what looks good to you. And for everything I just talked to you about today, get all your details on our website at unityinnaperville.org. Now, who here has a birthday in November? Will you please stand or raise your hand? Christina at the back table, happy birthday. Carlos, welcome. Anybody else? We want to sing to you. Anybody got happy birthday for us? All right, let's hit it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. And everybody online, happy birthday to you. Yeah, happy birthday. We've got another song, right?
We do.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's stand as you're able. We'll have one last song.
Oh, are you ready to sing? I'm choosing heaven. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. Singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. Singing, I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing peace today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. Singing, I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. Singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. Singing, I'm choosing heaven today.
Just and just. To affirm everything that we've been taking in today, here is our closing affirmation up here on the screen. Put your hand on your heart, please. Take a deep breath. Together, I live and breathe love. Would you just take a moment to let that breath come out? If you have to pop them in, okay, go ahead, pop them in. But what I want you to do is just find someone in the room that you haven't met yet and just introduce yourself. Maybe share one thing that you got out of the message today, get to know each other, and then come out there and do all the things we just asked you to do, okay? There's lunch, there's CDs for sale, there's a concert in just a little bit. Stay close by. Love you guys. Hope to see you sometime this week. Next Sunday, the town hall.
Keep on going. So don't forget, if you get your ticket, you get your lunch too. So join us for the lunch as well. I am not a drop in the ocean. I am all the ocean in a drop. I am not a drop in the ocean. I am all the ocean in a drop. God and I are one. This drop is the ocean. At home, sing along. I know you're still there. You're still there. I am not a drop in the ocean. I am all the ocean in a drop. I am not a drop in the ocean. I am all the ocean in a drop. God and I are one. This drop is the ocean. This drop is the ocean. I am not a drop in the ocean. I am all the ocean in a drop. I am not a drop in the ocean. I am all the ocean in a drop. And God and I are one. This drop is the ocean. Here we go. Oh, 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 ocean. Oh, 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 oh. This drop is the ocean. Oh, 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 ocean. Oh, 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 oh. This drop is the ocean.